Hello everybody, welcome back to It's Current Year. Let's do a bit of a live battle today. My opponent Rapid is going the Empire. I think I'm going to play some Dark Elves. This is a matchup I've been trying to practice a little bit lately. It seems to be a matchup that comes up semi-regularly for me in best of threes on End Ladder or in tournaments and that kind of stuff, so might give it a bit of I might practice. So I think Marathi is still the pick here. She normally is the pick. Take her items and then we'll give her a Feral Manticore to pal around with. In the infantry, I think I want... What map are we on? Ash Plains. Interesting, okay. From memory, this is not a great map for artillery. So maybe we'll give our front line some Corsairs and we'll have some Dread Spears as well. We want some... Malicious Harvesters are good here, and then maybe some cold ones. And then I think we want the obligatory double Scourgy, and then maybe some crossbows. Alright. So, Marathi plus a Manticore can actually do some work against Carl with her debuffs and a Soul Stealer. Provided we can actually maybe snipe the Life Mage, which will no doubt be palling around with him. We probably want to put the chevrons on the Dark Riders so they reload a bit quicker. Don't think I need it in the front line. Alright, we'll call that a list. So good luck, have fun. So yeah, pretty cheap in the front line. The Black Corsairs are to maybe just give us a little bit of staying power with their armor and can cut through state troops a little bit better. Scourge Runners have to get some damage in on demis or knights if we see them. Likewise, there are Dark Riders. It might be nice to actually... get another unit of Dark Riders in here that we can Vanguard deploy. Yeah, actually, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna downgrade these guys to another unit of cold ones, or he's ready, and then we might. Yeah, okay. We'll get another unit of Dark Riders with shields that we can Vanguard deploy, and we'll put the chevron back on you. All right, let's go. We'll see you on the battlefield. All right, here we are. So this is actually a different map to what I thought we were on, but trees provide a little bit of sort of cover for any cannons we might be up against or something. But there's some good Vanguard real estate here. So he's not super wide, but I'm preparing to have to march down into this crater in order to fight. So we're going to have the spears spread out a little bit, spears sort of in a secondary rank, and then we want to just sort of spread up a bit. No doubt there'll be burning heads and that kind of stuff. Well, there may not be burning heads actually if there's a Life Mage with Carl, but if we see Volkmar or someone like that, then we probably just want to spread out for burning head's sake. So that'll be our infantry line, pretty stock standard stuff. We'll lock you up. 1, 2, Marathi Manticore. Gonna do some hunting. Bring you back just a little bit to start with, and then we'll have 3, 4. And put these guys over to 7, and then we'll have you in 6. You guys are sort of just on the prowl for knights and skirmishes and the like. 5, we'll have you, give you a bit of high ground to work with to start, so you can maybe use these trees if you're that way inclined. Little crossbows. And then we'll have these guys up here, these Dark Riders. And then we'll have these Dark Riders in... How deep can we vanguard here? Can we sneak them in? Oh, that's a sneaky little spot. Alright. What if we... Oh, we've got our Scourge Runners too. We need to have you up doing some work. Alright. So we'll have these Goblin Knights sort of pivoted around a little bit, and then Marathi and the Manticore hanging out this way. Alright. Good luck to our opponent. 839 troops. Okay. They'll pivot around this way slightly. Bring you back. We might actually find some knights or something over here. And yeah, cannon, no mortar, that's fine. You can come this way. Rotate around. We can get these Scourge Runners coming up to do some work. We'll bring you back for now. We can have these Scourge Runners rotating around. Likewise, the Cold One Knights, and then we can have the infantry line just reforming slightly. We don't want to lose sight of what's going on here. And then we can have actually... Are these Pistoliers? Yeah, they're Pistoliers, so we can lead the charge with our regular Dark Riders, because we don't mind taking pistol shots and shields. Okay, they've just done a volley, so let's pull back now. The infantry can move up. You can shoot, what are they, Empire Knights? Alright, doesn't look like there's anything around here, so we might just leave our Dark Riders there for a sec. Let them chill for a hot sec, and hopefully my opponent was busy looking elsewhere. And I think we've come out ahead in that trade so far, so I'm pretty happy with that. Marathi and the Manticore, we'll just hold you back for now. We don't need you to do too much. Scourge Runners, we probably want them taking out the Outriders more so than anything else. But we're just going to come a little bit wider here. Yeah, we've still got these guys hidden away. That's pretty nice. So going to be a bit of a drawn out skirmish phase here as my forces just sort of get a little bit more organised. And then we'll come up and around the trees with these units. I think the infantry fight should go fine for us. I see Sigmar's sons there. There are some demigryphs back there, so that's good. We've got some reasonable ability to take care of them. And we'll just push these guys back as per usual. Bring them around this way. Bring Marathi and the Manticore up. What was his lord, by the way? It looks like it was... Yeah, it's Volkmar. Okay, what's this? Knights, that's fine. We don't want to get too overextended. That's a little bit greedy. See if we can maybe get a charge in with them. That's nice. He's noticing. Alright, our opponent's on the ball with all this sort of stuff. Pull back with you. Marathi and the Manticore can probably deal with you fairly nicely, and then we can have you coming in. Come out this way. We've got the other unit of Dark Riders. We can come up and around with those Dark Riders there. Going to have to Doom Bolt. Let's Doom Bolt the Jade Wizard. Jade Wizard and Car and Jade Wizard and Volkmar is an interesting choice, but it is what it is. Alright, and we've got a pretty good... This is a nice little pickup for us here. So once he commits with this stuff here, we're getting some... Probably getting a little bit blobbed up. We don't need both, but Volkmar's taking a lot of damage. Now, you can come after the... Pull up this way. Where's the other unit of Cold One? Or you need to come up. You can come this way. We're getting some good engagements now, and now we can bring our Dark Riders into... You need to come this way. Marathi and That would be lovely if we could beat Empire Knights there. Empire Knights here. We're a little bit spread. We need to be a little bit more spread out here. You can shoot those dudes. You can come in and maybe put a shot down. You need to put a shot down on... Actually, no, we've got those two. Actually, let's... Oh, where are those? Okay, take the mortar down. That's good. You fighting demigryphs isn't great, but demigryphs fighting them is kind of good for us too, to be honest. And we're going to get a nice soul stealer down there. Pull you out of that fight. You can come this way and double up on the demigryphs, and then we can get you coming up and around. That's a nice engagement there. Our infantry's doing pretty well. That's a bit of a... we kind of just have to cop that, to be honest. I think we've actually killed Volkmar. No, Volkmar's there. We'll get some shots onto Volkmar. We'll bring you up and around the rear here. We've got our cold ones doing pretty decent work here. We'll pull them across. And we don't want to get pulled onto spears by you two. And we can come and kill the Jade Wizard. We'll get a rear charge just into those spears because Marathi's going to use her wand, and that's a nice win. Okay. Alright, nice. Yeah, so Volkmar's also a pretty good pick here, but I don't think you need the Jade Wizard. Unless you're going to commit really heavily to demigryphs. Volkmar heals himself. He's pretty tanky. And yeah, there wasn't a great... I don't know how much healing he actually did there with that Jade Wizard, but yeah, nice value on Marathi. I think we had another Soul Stealer just about ready as well. Scourge Runners got to use their ammo as they liked. Probably could have... probably might have been risking them a little bit if I had charged them in and did cycle charging. But Dark Riders were good. We actually organised some pretty good engagements with Cold War Knights. Cold War Knights are good, but they just can't take a counter charge from pretty much anything. Like even Empire Knights on the counter charge will put really... Like they'll win, but Empire Knights will still do more damage than you really want, and you can really afford them to take. Our infantry actually did really well. Obviously, nothing here is particularly scary. Sigmar's Sons beat up on one unit of Bleak Swords, but our Dark Shard, Dark Riders were good. Marathi and the Manticore are actually a good little sniping tool because the debuffs make the Manticore hit pretty hard. And then Marathi can just heal herself. She's still the best pick in just about every matchup. It's a bit sad at the moment. State that the Dark Elves are in, but that's our luck as an edgelord. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty much what you expect to see. Normally it's a cannon, not a mortar, because you don't need to kill infantry in this matchup generally. The Dark Elves aren't going to commit too much to the frontline fight. I think that if that was a cannon and it could have actually taken out Scourge Runners or possibly just, if you get a few good cannon volleys into Cold War Knights and all of a sudden they're down to like 30 models, they can just about be beaten by a unit of Empire Knights because obviously just the numbers, 48 unit models versus 36 base, but like I said, if they take a few cannon volleys. But this is pretty much what sub out the Jade Wizard for a Fire Wizard, and then maybe... Usually you sometimes see Outriders, sometimes it's Grenades, sometimes it's Outriders. Usually it's just Pistoliers, and they just kite you around the map because they can chase your Dark Riders and shoot them, obviously with 360 degrees. But yeah, pretty standard-ish Empire list. Karl or Volkmar works here, but Marathi and the Feral Manticore can actually, if you can isolate Volkmar, can actually beat down Volkmar pretty well. Still build an uphill fight against Karl on the Griffin. But yeah, thanks to Rapid for the game, and thanks you guys for checking it out. It was a pretty good win. Interesting map, but take the win all the same. Till next time, take care.